Rumor: the Mandalorian and Grogu movie is going to end the Star Wars series. We're not getting to season 4 of the Mando. This is a rumor. Despite its massive fan following, the Star Wars franchise has experienced a dull period of late. A flurry of underwhelming projects has unfortunately left a sour taste in the mouths of longtime admirers. Nevertheless, the Mandalorian series has served as a beacon of hope for fans, re-establishing their faith in the franchise. The show originally debuted in 2019, with the series expanding its narrative with 2 follow-up seasons. However, as per recent speculations, there are high chances that The Mandalorian Season 4 might never see the light of day. The accredited Star Wars series will reportedly conclude after The Mandalorian and Grogu movie, leaving no room for a 4th season. The update was first reported by renowned industry insider Daniel Richman, or Daniel RBK, talking about the possibility of Season 4. Richman stated that The Mandalorian and Grogu would be the ultimate addition to the acclaimed series. I have also confirmed that the Mandalorian movie will be the final chapter of the show. No Season 4, Richmond says, as per the direct. He will be in the other projects after that, but the Mandalorian will be over, the scooper added. The development could come as a surprise to many, as the Mandalorian showrunner Jon Favreau himself provided positive update regarding Season 4 in February 2023. Season 4? Yeah, I've written it already, Favreau stated. We have to know where we're going to tell a full-formed story, he added. All right. I'm not going to read the whole story, but this is absolutely ridiculous. And I say this with the utmost respect to someone like Jon Favreau. All right. And maybe it's not his fault. Maybe it's not his fault. But this is absurd, because we sit here on the heels of the most disappointing Star Wars series of all time. Star Wars is at its lowest point ever. The Mandalorian Season 1 and Season 2 were one of the highest point for Star Wars ever. Season 3 was not as good as the first 2 seasons. I admit that. You're going to make a movie which is going to do really well. It's going to. Mandalorian and Grogu is going to do very well. The Mando-verse, as we call it, the Mandalorian verse of the Star Wars universe, that little section of Star Wars, has been massively successful. Ahsoka was good. That's part of that universe. Skeleton Crew is going to come out in just a couple months. We'll see how good the Mando-verse is, how well they connect it to it. If they truly connect it to the Mando-verse, if they make it known that it's connected to the Mando-verse, I think it'll do well. If they don't make it known that it's connected, well, it probably won't do well. But if they make it known, if it's known that it's connected, it'll probably do well. The Book of Boba Fett did okay because it was connected to the Mando-verse. Honestly, if it didn't have the 2 Mando episodes in it, the main Mando episode and Mando showing up towards the end, it probably wouldn't have done as well as it did. But the fact of the matter is, people love Baby Grogu, or Baby Yoda, or whatever you want to call it. People love The Mandalorian. And you're gonna end it like you're ending it. You're gonna just get rid of it. You're not gonna allow it to continue. Now, whose decision was that? Whose idea was it to put it to bed, to put it to rest, to not continue forward with it? That's the question. Now, I remember back at the end of Season 2, a lot of people don't realize this, but The Mandalorian Season 1 and Season 2 was supposed to be it. There wasn't supposed to be a Season 3. Season 3 was technically supposed to be the Book of Boba Fett. That was supposed to be Season 3. The Season 3 of The Mandalorian was never planned. That was never part of the original plan. The original plan was that the Book of Boba Fett was supposed to be Chapter 17. So it was supposed to go chapters 1 through 16 was that Mandalorian story. Chapter 17 was then going to be the Book of Boba Fett, and that was going to continue on that way. There wasn't going to be a Mandalorian Season 3. But because of the hype, because of how excited people were, they decided, okay, let's make a Season 3. And rightfully so. I mean, it was the best thing. It was the most exciting project that they've had Star Wars-wise for a long time, especially after how poorly the sequels were done. So we sit here and we take a look and we're like, okay, so here we sit. We have Ahsoka, which did well, but that's part of the Mando-verse, and we know that Dave Filoni is gonna be directing a Mando-verse movie, which is supposed to probably come out in, like, 2028 at this point now? So that means we got, what, 3 years left of the Mando-verse, and then that's it? The most successful Star Wars that we've had, essentially, not financially because it's all television, I know that, but reception-wise. The most successful Star Wars that we've had reception-wise, and they're just gonna end it. That is just what is going on with Lucasfilm? Like, why do they constantly make dumbass decisions? I don't get it. I don't get it unless they're gonna do what they were originally planning on doing, where they finally say, "Okay, this is the end of The Mandalorian, but we're gonna continue the story, and it's gonna be about Grogu." And Grogu goes off and does stuff. That's that I just don't know. I don't know. Now, again, this is Daniel RPK. He's a scooper. He may not have the facts. This could be wrong. But if this is true, I tell you what, bad move, Star Wars Lucasfilm. Bad move, Dave Filoni. Bad move, Kathy Kennedy. I don't know what else. There's no other way to put it. No other way to put it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below.